Do your outfits sometimes make you feel shorter than you are? As a petite woman myself, I've learned the hard way how small details, like hemlines and shoe styles, can make or break an outfit. In today's video, I'm sharing the style secrets that helped me stop those mistakes. Stick around because there's one specific trick at the end that completely changed how I dress. Let's start with oversized clothing, which I know is super tempting, especially with how comfortable and trendy it can be. But as a petite woman, oversized pieces can completely drown your frame. Trust me, I learned this the hard way. I used to grab those loose, baggy sweaters and big, slouchy coats thinking they'd give me that effortless, chic look. Instead, I ended up looking like I was borrowing someone else's wardrobe. Here's the thing. Oversized clothing lacks structure, which is what petite frames thrive on. When you wear something without a defined shape, it hides your natural proportions and makes you look shorter than you actually are. The key is finding pieces that skim your body, not too tight, not too loose. Well-fitted tops and high-waisted pants are petite women's best friends. They'll give us shape while still being comfortable. One of my favorite hacks is to look for petite-specific sizing when shopping for jackets and coats. Regular sizing often means the sleeves are too long and the fit isn't quite right. Petite sizing ensures the proportions are just perfect for our frames. And if you find something you love that isn't petite, invest in a good tailor. It's worth it. And don't think structured pieces can't be cozy or stylish. Think about tailored wool coats, belted trench coats, or even cropped jackets. They'll all keep you warm without overwhelming your frame. It's all about creating balance and enhancing your shape instead of hiding it. If you're wondering where to start, I've added a list of products in the description box below. These are some of my absolute favorite petite-friendly tailored pieces. Check them out, and you'll see how much of a difference the right fit can make. Next, let's talk about low-rise jeans. This is a style I'm sure many of us have experimented with in the past. And let's be honest, not always successfully. Here's the thing. Low-rise jeans can be a tricky piece for petite women over 50. They sit lower on your hips, which visually shortens your legs and disrupts your proportions. It's like the jeans are working against you instead of for you. And don't even get me started on how they tend to bunch or gap at the back, especially if your body has changed with age. Trust me, I've been there, adjusting and tugging all day long. Instead of low-rise, I recommend embracing mid-rise or high-rise jeans. They sit closer to your natural waist, which elongates your legs and creates a much more flattering silhouette. You don't have to go for ultra-high styles if that's not your thing. Just something that hits a little higher than the hip bone. They pair beautifully with tucked-in tops or cropped sweaters, giving you that effortlessly chic look without sacrificing comfort. And let's not forget the importance of fit. If you're petite, always look for brands that offer petite-specific cuts, as they're designed with shorter inseams and adjusted proportions. Low-rise jeans often cater to a taller frame, which is why they can look off on us. Another reason I avoid low-rise jeans is the dreaded muffin top effect. Even if you're in great shape, the low waistband can create unflattering lines, especially when paired with fitted tops. High-waisted or mid-rise styles, on the other hand, smooth everything out. It's all about celebrating the shape you have without feeling like your jeans are working against you. If you're holding on to low-rise jeans because they feel nostalgic or trendy, I get it. But trends always cycle, and just because something comes back into fashion doesn't mean it works for everyone. My advice is to let the low-rise trend stay in the early 2000s where it belongs. Focus on jeans that make you feel fabulous and fit into your lifestyle now. So next time you're shopping for jeans, skip the low-rise section entirely. Head straight to those mid- and high-rise options. They'll elevate your look, feel more comfortable, and give you that polished silhouette. Trust me, once you make the switch, you'll wonder why you didn't do it sooner. Let's move on to hemlines. This is such an easy mistake to make, but it can completely change how your outfit looks on you. Here's the deal. Hemlines that fall at the wrong length can make your legs look shorter, which is the opposite of what most petite women want. Those cropped jeans and mid-calf hemlines are not doing us any favors. For skirts and dresses, always aim for lengths that hit above or right at the knee. This creates the illusion of longer legs and keeps everything proportionate. Maxi dresses can work, but make sure they don't drag on the floor. They should stop just above your ankle and maybe pair with some sleek heels to elevate the look. Now, let's talk about pants. Cropped pants that end at the ankle are your best friend. They show just enough skin to elongate the legs without cutting you off awkwardly. Avoid capris that end mid-calf. They're the fastest way to shorten your silhouette. High-waisted trousers that hit right at the ankle are my go-to for almost every outfit. A quick tip: if you're shopping online, always check the inseam measurements. Petite sizing is ideal, but if it's not available, find pants with a shorter inseam or get them tailored to hit just above the ankle. A little adjustment can make a huge difference. Hemlines are such a small detail, but they have a massive impact on how your outfit looks overall. Take some time to reevaluate the lengths in your wardrobe. You'll be surprised at how much better you feel in pieces that fit just right. If you want to know where to find my favorite petite-friendly options, check out the description box below. I've linked some great pieces to get you started. Let's talk about big bags, shall we? They're one of those accessories that feel practical, roomy enough for everything, from your wallet to an emergency umbrella. But they can also be a little tricky, especially for petite women. I mean, I've had my moments with oversized totes, thinking they'd make me look chic and polished, only to realize they were doing the opposite. For petites, big bags can easily overpower your frame, and instead of looking stylish, you end up looking like you're carrying half your closet around. Sound familiar? The main issue with big bags is all about proportions. As petite women, we already have smaller frames, so when you add a massive tote or an oversized, slouchy bag, it can throw everything off. The bag becomes the focal point of your outfit, and not in a good way. It's like the bag is wearing you instead of the other way around. And let's be honest, do we really need to lug around that much stuff every day? Half the time, I find myself carrying things I don't even use. Instead, I've learned to scale down and choose bags that actually complement my size. Crossbody bags, mini totes, or even medium-sized shoulder bags are much better options. They're proportional to your frame, which helps balance your overall look. Plus, smaller bags force you to prioritize what you carry, so you're not weighed down by unnecessary items. Trust me, it's a game changer for both your style and your shoulder health. Now, I get it. Big bags do have their moments, especially for travel or if you're running errands all day. In those cases, I recommend structured styles rather than slouchy ones. A structured bag adds a sense of order and doesn't look as overwhelming as those soft, oversized hobo bags that collapse into a puddle of fabric. Think of it like this: the cleaner the lines, the more sophisticated and balanced your look will appear, even with a larger bag. And let's not forget about color. A big bag in a bold or bright color can draw even more attention, making it feel larger than it actually is. If you do go for a big bag, stick to neutral or muted shades that blend seamlessly with your outfit. Black, tan, or even a deep burgundy are great choices. They're stylish without being too loud. It's all about letting the bag support your look, not steal the spotlight. Another tip? Be mindful of where the bag hits on your body. For petites, a bag that hangs too low, like at your hip or thigh, can make your legs look shorter. Aim for bags that sit higher up, like a crossbody that hits at your waist, or a handbag you carry closer to your torso. These small adjustments can make a big difference in keeping your proportions in check. At the end of the day, it's not about avoiding big bags altogether. It's about knowing when and how to use them. Think of them as a functional option rather than your go-to-everyday accessory. By scaling down and being intentional with your bag choices, you'll not only elevate your outfits, but also make life a little easier. And honestly, isn't that what great style is all about? Let's also talk about waistlines, or more importantly, why you shouldn't forget them. As petite women, our waistline is the anchor of our outfit, and when we lose it, we lose our proportions. Shapeless clothing might feel cozy, but it can make us look boxy, frumpy, and even shorter. I've made this mistake myself, and trust me, it's an easy fix once you know how to define that waistline. Adding waist definition is one of the simplest ways to elevate your look instantly. Belts are such an easy go-to here. They're versatile, practical, and can completely transform an outfit. Have a baggy sweater or an oversized blazer. Throw on a belt, and suddenly, you've got a chic, tailored silhouette. Personally, I'm a huge fan of slim belts in neutral shades because they blend seamlessly into most outfits while still doing their job. If belts aren't your thing, don't worry. There are other options. Look for pieces that already have built-in waist definition. Wrap dresses, peplum tops, and high-waisted pants are lifesavers. Another little hack I swear by is avoiding straight-cut tops and dresses, unless you're planning to tuck them in or add a belt. Straight cuts tend to obscure your natural shape, which is why high-waisted bottoms are a must-have. They elongate your legs and create that beautiful hourglass effect. Pair them with a tucked-in blouse or a cropped jacket, and you've got an outfit that flatters your proportions perfectly. Let's not forget that waistlines aren't just about aesthetics. They're also about balance. When your waistline is defined, it brings structure and intentionality to your outfit. It's the difference between looking like you just threw something on versus looking like you carefully styled your outfit. And really, isn't that what we all want? Now, here's a pro tip for petites. Don't shy away from monochromatic looks that highlight your waist. Wearing one color from top to bottom can elongate your frame, and when you add waist definition into the mix, it creates an effortlessly streamlined look. Whether it's a belted dress or a matching high-waisted pants and top combo, you'll look taller and more put together in no time. If you're wondering where to find these petite-friendly wardrobe staples, I've got you covered. I've linked some of my favorite pieces in the description box below. From classic belts to high-waisted trousers that fit like a dream, everything you need to define your waist is right there. Go check it out, and let me know which ones you try. Now, let's move on to long skirts. These can be such a beautiful piece in a petite woman's wardrobe, but they're also one of the easiest to get wrong. The problem with long skirts is that they can overwhelm a petite frame if the proportions aren't just right. Too much fabric or the wrong length can make you look shorter and even a little frumpy. I've definitely fallen into that trap myself, thinking a flowy skirt would look romantic, only to feel like it was swallowing me whole. Here's the key. When choosing a long skirt, always pay attention to the hemline. For petites, the sweet spot is just above the ankle or slightly below the knee. Avoid skirts that hit mid-calf because they cut your legs in half, making you look shorter. Another trick I've learned is to go for skirts with a slight A-line, or ones that skim your body. Straight and structured styles are great because they create a cleaner, more vertical line. Fabric also plays a huge role. Avoid heavy or bulky materials like thick denim or stiff cotton. These can weigh you down and make your outfit look too heavy. Instead, choose lighter, more flowy fabrics like chiffon, silk, or jersey. These move beautifully and add an element of elegance to your look without overwhelming your frame. And then there's styling. A tucked-in blouse or a cropped sweater is your best friend when wearing a long skirt. You want to define your waist to create balance. Adding a belt can also work wonders here. One thing to be cautious of is overly busy skirts with loud prints or too many layers. These can visually cut your frame into sections, which is not what you want. Keep it simple, streamlined, and elegant. Trust me, a well-chosen long skirt can elongate your frame and make you feel so sophisticated. The bottom line is that long skirts can also work for petites, but you have to be strategic. It's all about the right length, the right fabric, and the right styling. When done correctly, a long skirt can be your favorite piece in your wardrobe. Next, we have maxi dresses. This is one of my favorite pieces to talk about. I know they can feel intimidating for petite women. I mean, they're literally long by design, and it's easy to think, won't this just make me look shorter? But let me tell you, maxi dresses can also be flattering if you know how to pick the right ones. I've worn some amazing maxi dresses that made me feel taller and more put together than ever before. The secret lies in the silhouette. Look for maxi dresses with vertical details, like a column shape or a wrap design. Anything that creates a long, unbroken line will help elongate your frame. And if the dress has a slit, that's even better. A side slit adds movement and a subtle peak of leg, which is super flattering for petites. Another game changer is choosing dresses with a defined waist. A cinched or belted waist will give you that hourglass look and keep the dress from overwhelming you. If the dress doesn't have a defined waist, you can always add a belt to create one. For petites, it's all about structure and balance, and a belt is a simple way to achieve both. Now, let's talk about the right dress length. A maxi dress should either just graze the floor or stop at your ankles. Nothing in between. If it's too long, get it tailored. Don't settle for a dress that pulls at your feet, because it'll drag your look down, literally and figuratively. Tailoring is an investment, but it's worth it for something you'll wear over and over again. When it comes to prints and colors, keep it simple. Solid colors or small, subtle patterns work best. Big, bold prints can overpower your frame, so if you love prints, stick to ones that are scaled down. And don't shy away from darker hues. They create that sleek, elongating effect. Maxi dresses can be a petite woman's best friend if you follow these tips. They're versatile, comfortable, and can make you feel so elegant. But here's the kicker. There's one more element to style that we often overlook, and that's patterns and prints. Stay with me, because this is where things get really interesting. Patterns and prints are not just decorative. They can completely change how your body looks in an outfit. Choosing the wrong ones can throw off your proportions in an instant, especially for us, petite women. Large, bold prints might seem trendy, but on a petite frame, they can completely overwhelm you. Instead, try smaller, subtle patterns. Tiny florals, polka dots, or thin stripes can add interest without stealing the spotlight from you. Now, vertical stripes deserve a special mention here. They're a petite woman's best friend because they create the illusion of height. When you're choosing striped pieces, go for narrow, consistent lines over wide ones. Wide stripes can do the opposite and make you look shorter. And if prints aren't your thing, that's okay too. Solid colors and complementary shades are always chic. One trick I swear by is using prints to draw attention to your favorite features. Love your legs? A skirt with a small floral print can highlight them beautifully. Want to accentuate your waist? A printed blouse tucked into high-waisted trousers works wonders. Keep the rest of the outfit simple so the print becomes a focal point. Mixing patterns is another common pitfall. If you're petite, try pairing a patterned piece with a solid one. This keeps your look balanced and avoids visual clutter. For example, if you're wearing a polka dot top, pair it with neutral pants rather than another bold print. Also, remember that accessories can also feature prints. A scarf with a small print or a patterned bag can be the perfect way to dip your toes into this trend without committing to a full printed outfit. What about you? Do you prefer bold patterns, or are you more into solid colors in your outfit choices? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear what works best for you. All right, let's get to the tip I've been keeping for years: the proper footwear choices. This secret hack changed how I dress since I learned that it can totally transform my outfit. For petite women, the wrong shoes can completely throw off your look, but the right ones can make you appear taller and more polished. First, let's talk about nude shoes. They're an absolute game changer. Nude shoes, especially ones that match your skin tone, create a seamless line that elongates your legs. Whether it's a nude pump, sandal, or ballet flat, this little trick can give the illusion of longer legs without you needing to wear sky-high heels. It's subtle, but trust me, it works every time. Now let's discuss shoe shapes. Pointed toe shoes are another petite-friendly option. They draw the eye outward and create a sense of length. Compare that to round toe shoes, which can cut off the line of your foot and make you look shorter. It's a small detail, but it's those small tweaks that make all the difference. Avoid shoes that are too chunky or have bulky details like thick straps or heavy soles. These can overpower a petite frame and make your legs appear shorter. Instead, look for sleek designs. For example, a classic 2-inch nude heel with a slim ankle strap can add height and still feel supportive. And don't forget to play around with textures and finishes to add interest to your look. Patent leather, suede, or subtle embellishments can make your shoes stand out in a good way. And if you enjoyed these tips, you'll definitely love this next video, where I share some helpful advice for finding the perfect neckline to flatter your figure. It's packed with more styling hacks you surely won't want to miss.